This is Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing. You're watching Sporting Icons. You don't need to be anywhere else.
Okay, so as I did a video, a couple of days ago now, I think it was, where there's a possibility that Eddie Hearn could end up suing Jake Paul over defamatory comments, if you like, accusations of Eddie Hearn buying judges. Well, that seems to have come true. Eddie Hearn is apparently now suing Jake Paul for a lot of money. Now there are a couple of different reports as to how much it's going to be and whatever else. One report says that Eddie Hearn is seeking damages in excess of 75 grand. Other ones are saying that 100 million. So is it 75 grand or 100 million? That's one hell of a difference. I wouldn't have thought it'd be 75 grand. 75 grand wouldn't even buy a dinner for Eddie Hearn, would it? So, 100 million? I don't know. Because apparently what Eddie Hearn wanted was a public apology from Jake Paul. Apparently Jake Paul refused to do that. So, because of that, now he's going to face the legal consequences of it. You see, this is the thing, and I've always been very, very mindful of this, that when I say certain things in videos and whatever, I know what line to cross. When you blatantly accuse somebody of something, make sure you have the facts. You can insinuate things and say maybe, but what you don't do is say definitely. Jake Paul pretty much categorically said Eddie Hearn had that judge in his pocket. You think that Jake Paul would know or be a little bit more tactile with it. To say that Glenn Feldman is in the pocket of Eddie Hearn is ridiculous. And again, I'm seeing a lot of comments from people here on YouTube, my own channel, and of course on social media especially, saying, yeah, Eddie Hearn definitely has. Well, Eddie Hearn is one of the most outspoken promoters, that he criticizes judges, even when his own fighter gets the win and he feels that they didn't. And he criticizes the judges and pleads for judges to be investigated and they should be made accountable and all that kind of stuff. So why would he do all that when he's got judges in his pocket? Again, he does not choose. Right, people who don't know too much about boxing, of course, you may look at it and think, well, the promoter, the network will choose the judges, choose the referee. No, it's not that at all. It's the commission. If it's going to be a British Boxing Board of Control fight with no outside belt, the British Boxing Board of Control will choose the referee and the judges. Or at least a pool, that kind of thing. And then the promoter does have the right to go, I don't particularly like that judge. He has the right to do that, but the board doesn't have to listen, and usually they don't. But when it's a international kind of fight for a WBC, WBA, IBF, WBO, even IBO to a lesser extent, and Ring Magazine, whatever, they choose the judges. They are the ones who put in the commissions, not the promoters. Now, I don't know if promoters have any kind of sway, maybe, but let's be honest, most bodies don't like Eddie Hearn. They don't. None of them are favourable for him. The WBC and the WBA seem very, very biased when it comes to the PBC. The WBO seem very, very biased when it comes to Top Rank and Queensberry. The IBF seems to have a very good relationship with, say, Dennis Hobson. I don't really see any of them having a great relationship with Eddie Hearn. I don't know why, but that just seems to be the way. But anyway, Jake Paul should really know better. If you want to insinuate, you could have worded it like, that same judge, he refereed the Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano fight and the Joshua Usyk rematch. Seems kind of fishy. You can say that, which will then make people go, well, maybe Eddie Hearn. But you're not categorically stating that the judge is in Eddie Hearn's pocket. There's ways around it. There's words you can use. You should know better than this. So anyway, it's going to be interesting. I'm sure Jake Paul at some point will come out and apologise, because at the end of the day, it's one thing to believe it. It's one thing to say it. Can you prove it? If you can't prove it, well, you've got a lawsuit on your hands, haven't you? Drop your thoughts below. Click thumbs up, subscribe. Catch you next video.